Good Sunday morning to you guys. Thought maybe I'd show you guys we're doing a little something different today. Usually I'm in the shop working on different things like old mask or bust or whatever. Today I've made a goal that I have to finish this project for my wife. My kids started this and I wanted to show you guys exactly what it was and how this is going to work. Now he took these tables, we went and bought a bunch of wood, and basically this is what the wood looks like when we bought it, about 10 pieces, and they are grooved on one side and inlaid on the other. And like I said, it's just flooring wood that was scrapped out. And my wife got the idea to do a DIY type countertop. She likes to have, I like wood, and she likes to have, let me set this up on this thing here real quick. She likes to have a little bit of a different kind of motif in the house. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you guys, I'm putting the stain on here. This is the last layer of stain on this thing. And all it is basically to show you guys how to do this. If you can find this wood and you measure it out and cut it, it goes together like a jigsaw puzzle. See? You have these two, that's a longer piece, and it fits like this, a lot like the carpeting. And if you have it inlaid like this, you just take wood glue, put it in there, fill it up, and then take some straps or something, wrap it around both ends, like the top end and the middle here. We got like 3 straps on here, and tighten it up. And then after a few hours, it will set, the glue will set. Then you can turn around and go in the seam here and put some wood filler in there, which Dale had to do on some of these right here. And then, of course, he couldn't finish it, but then it left it up to me to stain it and then get this big heavy bastard in the house. And we got that one counter up there that we did. So all this basically is taking the dip brush, wood stain, and just painting it on there. It's not that big a deal. I sprayed it with a couple of layers of clear coat lacquer just to make sure it seal up. And then if you want, you can go back in with a gloss afterwards. I've got a glaze mix in there with the resin that I use that I can do is as a glaze mix. And just put this on here. Now see, some of this wood, some of the only problem you run into is some of the filler. Let me see if I can put you down over here on this thing. You can see some of the filler may come out of the cracks, but it's already glued in there, so it doesn't have to be a big deal with this. You just basically want to put this polyurethane stain down here and do this. And dab it into the cracks and stuff. Well, you can get this on here. And like I said, this is just old scrap wood that, you know, you see these people going out and spending thousands and thousands of dollars on granite counters and shit like that. It doesn't have to cost you thousands and thousands of dollars to do this. We spent about $40 or $50 on wood. Bought it from the guy that scrapped wood. put it in the back of my pickup. They're about 10 feet long. Measured it out. Cut all the nails and stuff out of it. Got all that out. So dab the stain in some of the cracks and crevices and shit. And hopefully the butterflies and the dragonflies out here don't get on this, because if they do, they're going to be stuck. It's like that granite, whatchamacallit, resin tree sap from Jurassic Park. So this is all you got to do, is just dab the stain and stuff in the holes, and it'll cover it up, and it'll stain down in the wood. So every once in a while I have to get out here and do something like this project. My kid is really good at starting these things, sometimes doesn't get to finish, and this is about one of the main ones I've had to finish up for him. He really is spectacular at doing stuff like this, and I'm telling you, if you guys were to ever want to get into something like this and do it, you could make a decent amount of change doing something like this on a big level. People will pay $500 or better for a counter piece like this, and it is really, really spectacular on how it looks. So I'm just finishing this out here. Got all this out, and I got to pick you up and move you yet again, because I've got the whole thing done. That's how quick it is. Whole thing gets done fast. Where's the blood at? John Russell, we ain't putting blood on this shit. My wife would kill me. This is the second countertop going in. Ain't no blood on this. No blood at all. But I'll tell you what, this is a pretty beautiful piece of wood. And like I said, it starts out looking like this. And all you do is you get your pieces, you measure them, you cut them, you take a belt sander, sand it down smooth. You got to pull the nails out, you got to fill the holes, do all that, pull the nails out, and then stain it. And once you stain it, this is what you get. So little belt and groove holes here that didn't get filled. They're not gonna show up, because it's gonna be the inside of the counter. So that's not a big issue. That's not a big deal. But whole thing goes down, gets glossy, laid over, dries out in the sun a few minutes. You can already see how it's drying out a little bit. It tends to shrink a little bit, but that's it. Now this thing weighs a ton. Cover my ass. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Most definitely and absolutely. Because I'm telling you, my wife's still in there sleeping in the bed. And it's not terribly hot out here right now. Still early. But that's pretty much it for this. Now I got to get either her and me and possibly the neighbor to come down and get this thing, because this is heavy. I mean, I can barely pick it up with one hand. So, show you guys, just this is, like I said, like a little project my wife's been wanting to do for a while. And, you know, just finishing it up. Oh, hang on, I got a little bit of lines here that's showing up. Yep, that's not going to worry about. So then you put this glaze over the top of it, and it makes it nice and glossy and shiny. And then that's it. And that's all it is. I mean, so a lot of people, you could spend hundreds of thousands of dollars at Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, any of these hardware supply places, and you'd be surprised how much scrap lumber and stuff. I've got pallets and stuff over here that I make, like, gonna turn these pallets and shit into bookshelves and stuff like that and stand them up. So, you know, I've got those over there and then cut them. And here's a little piece that got cut off right here. And it got stained and everything, but it was a smaller piece. So what do? This? Turn it into an end table or a coffee table or something like that, you know. That's all you got to do is just, you know, use your brain a little bit. Have a little ingenuity, you know. I know a lot of stuff I do is about masks and stuff like that, but, you know, you get creative with other stuff as well. So, and I'm not shipping anything. I'm not going to make and ship anything to you guys. Aaron Smithwaite, you're on your own with this shit. You want a table like this? You are over there in the UK. I'm not shipping these things over to you guys, no. Because the weight on this thing would... John, you do have to sand between coats. If you do the first coat and it comes up, I'll show you. You come up with something like this, and it's a wood filler, and you're trying to do thin slice out the veneer, the exposed joint. No, I'm not going to worry about that because that is on the inside. The counter is, this is the outside of it, right here. And this is the outside smoothed out. And it's already sanded down, smoothed down. This is the inside. That goes against the wall. So I'm not worried about what the inside looks like because nobody's going to see it. It's just the outside. So as long as the outside looks good, the hell is that? What the fuck was that? Okay. Now, just so long as the outside looks good, I'm not going to worry about the inside because the outside is all that matters. People are just going to see this, and they're going to see this, and they may see this part, but this is also going against the wall. So that's the wall, so that's it. So anyway, I got to let this dry and then get this thing, hopefully get a neighbor down there to help me lift this thing and take it in the house. But anyway, just kind of want to show off because my son started this before he left and went back to work at Grand Caymans, and I'm just going to post it up as proof that yes, I am finishing it out. Yes, it's going to get put in the house, and yes, it will get done. Because I have a tendency to get lazy and not want to do projects and then get motivated and turn around and you know, kind of goes like a switch, goes off and on every once in a while. So, all right, there you are. So anyway, yeah, I just thought maybe I'd show up talent and craftsmanship skills. Yeah. Dude, it is not that hard. It is really easy. You coming in? Come on. All right. It's not that hard, and it's really, really easy. For example, like I said, this is the new counter that we put in, and this is just the other one, the new one with the sink. And the sink wasn't that difficult to do, but the new counter. Now the old counter over here, you got to take all the stuff off of here, and see how this piece is kind of squared off, and it didn't square up with the thing. And that's where the new one's going to go. it's going to go there, and then it's going to angle out here. And of course, you know, that's what's going to work. So when that gets done, I'll take photos of that as well. So anyway, I'm going to get down and enjoy a cup of coffee and just chill out and relax, wait for the wife to wake up, figure that thing will be dry in about an hour, and we'll just figure out what's going to happen from there, and go ahead and just start pulling this stuff off and getting it ready to get the new counter in here. So that's about it for now. Appreciate it. Thank y'all for watching. I know it's not very interesting. It's just, you know, kind of trying to say to my kid that, hey, you know, we're all working on this, that he's going to get done, because he left out day before yesterday. And I was going to have this in the house and on the table within the next day or two. So, all right. Appreciate it. Thanks.